G'day from Australia. How it going? So I am in my hotel. I'm in my tub. I'm not going to show you that, but I'm really tired, and I thought I would blog. I hope it's not too echoey, but I'll review it later, and if it is, whatever. So this has been a week in Australia. Let's see, we started out in Bundoora, which is a suburb of Melbourne, and not a lot to do. Very nice town, very clean. For those of you that are familiar with Denver, it's a lot like Cherry Creek. And for those of you that are familiar with Milwaukee, it's probably like Water and Plankington-ish. Anyway, it's a nice place to be if you are family or, like a suburban type person. But when you're there on business and after you have your meetings, all you want to do is go grab a drink or go to a nice dinner or something. And there really were only two choices. There was a coffee shop that closed at 4 o'clock in the afternoon and 2 or 3 restaurants that all pretty much served the same kind of foods, and then an outlet mall. It was a nice mall, don't get me wrong, but it was an outlet mall. Anyway, so then yesterday morning we got to Melbourne proper and explored Chinatown and looked around the city a little bit. Thankfully, I had a friend of mine, Daniel, who lives out here, and he was willing to take us around a little bit. We walked through Chinatown, and I posted some pictures of that, and we saw a lighting ceremony kind of a thing, and then it started to rain, so I went back to my hotel, got completely soaked, which is fine, slept in a little bit, and now we are at our hotel, which is directly across the street from an airport. The airport, like as in we have to walk across the street to get coffee, which is inside the terminal. It's a nice hotel, very clean, very, pretty. I mean, I'm in my bathroom, but it's nicely done. But like I said, there's not a lot to do. It's something like 3 or 4 o'clock in the afternoon right now, and I get to sit here for like 8 hours before I go to bed, and I'm only going to sleep for a couple hours. I have a really long flight back to LAX, and so I don't want to get too much sleep here and then be stuck awake on the plane for hours and hours and hours. Thankfully, I did copy a bunch of music and videos and movies onto a portable hard drive. Wow, I'm already picking up the language. They tend to drop their R's here. So anyway, yeah, I mean, it was a great experience. Definitely got a lot of good feedback and good work from the customers we went to visit here, but it really wasn't a social visit. It wasn't this wasn't a touristy thing for us. We weren't in any areas really that we could do museums or anything like that. Although we were a couple blocks away from Parliament, which was pretty cool. I got to walk by that and see how that looks and stuff like that. But overall, yeah, no, not really. So, what else? My coworker has been awesome throughout the trip. We've gone through a couple changes at work while we were gone, and so we're kind of dealing with that right now internally, emotionally, because there's some people that left the company and some people that no longer work there that we didn't expect to happen while we were on this trip. But I think it went well. And if you want to come visit Australia, I highly recommend it. It's definitely, there's a lot to do if you take the time to look up things to do and if you stay in the city. If you're staying outside, they have a really good transit system here. So we were able to get from Bundoora to Melbourne in about 45 minutes on the light rail, which they call a tram. And it was actually pretty damn easy. The hotel sold us a Myki, which is an MYKI. It's like a Metro card or a Fast Pass card or whatever. You put money on it and then you use it for any of the transit systems, whether it be the Metro, the train, the tram, the buses, etc. But the taxis here are super cheap in comparison. Well, in comparison to alcohol, at least. So we had, let's see, for dinner, our dinner was the first like alcoholic dinner we had here, or dinner with alcohol, I should say, was the dinner itself was only like $45 Australian, so that makes it like 30 some dollars US. Great price, you know, $15 a plate ish for really good food. But the alcohol, I ordered just a standard like Absolute and 7-Up, and Tyson ordered a Jack and Coke, and that was like $20, $21 just on its own. So yeah, it's definitely something you want to be careful for. While we were in Bundoora, I had to buy liquor because we weren't going to spend that much on, well, there weren't any bars to go drinking at. So we went to a grocery store, and then we went to Liquor World. And I bought a bottle of Absolute, just Absolute vodka. And it was the smaller one. It was like the 750 milliliter size bottle, and that cost $37. And that was cheap, like that was on sale. The normal price was like $65. So I'm not too impressed with the alcohol here, but as we found out, that it's really because of the taxing or the taxation on it. First, it's an import, and second, it's alcohol and cigarettes are highly taxed here. A pack of cigarettes here are $30. 30. If you go to like outside the city, they're a little bit less. But oh my God, who can afford to smoke here? So yeah, I just thought I would give a blog and tell you how my Australia trip went, and I don't know. It's kind of fun blogging from the bathtub. Let's see what else. I don't think there's a lot more to talk about because we really didn't get to do anything. I had some really good Chinese food on yesterday.